As you bloom beyond perfectionism, you create a life of freedom for yourself, psychological freedom, mental freedom, and also freedom to be wherever you want, whenever you want. And so I wanted to invite you to come along with me as I go on this little trip right here to Scotland, to an island called the Holy Isle. Right now, as you can see, I am on a ferry that is then going from the mainland to an island called the Isle of Arran. And so I am on this ferry just enjoying the view, enjoying the spaciousness, and I brought with me this book, How to Do the Work. So I read a little bit in that one, and I just felt so much spaciousness as I was standing here on this ferry. Very, very, very liberating to just be in contact with nature. That is another thing. Like when you bloom beyond perfectionism, you get drawn to nature. You leave behind the shoulds and the have-tos, and you choose to really just prioritize what gives you joy, what really, truly brings you alive. I hope that this little vlog can inspire you to explore, and you might even want to go to the Holy Isle in Scotland as well. Now on my way over with a ferry to the Isle of Arran, which is the first island that I'll drive through to get to the boat, which will take me over to the Holy Isle, which is the final destination that I wanted to seek out and go to and explore, because a friend of mine really recommended that island. And yeah, there's a Buddhist center there, wild horses running around, I heard, so that's gonna be great. This whole trip required quite a bit of organization, as far as you need to get tickets for the ferry beforehand, you need to get tickets for the boat beforehand, right? And I think that's about it, actually. But it's important to do that before you actually go there, and be a little prepared in advance to do that, to book. So that's what I did, and I'm so glad that I was able to go, that I'm able to go. Just enjoying the view now of the isles and the ocean and the breeze, and soon we'll get across. So super stoked to be then driving through this island. I very much enjoyed the experience of taking the ferry over to the Isle of Arran, and then once I got to the other side, then I drove here. So from here I could see the Holy Isle, and then I waited for like an hour on the beach here, just meditating and enjoying the view. And then eventually we got picked up by this boat with a Tibetan flag on the back and lots of other boats surrounding it. Just a little trip over then to the Holy Isle, and this wonderful man, he took very well care of us on the journey over. Then I arrived at the Holy Isle, and my first impression was, wow, what an energy. And there's lots of like sheep all over here, just super wild.
So, Holy Isle. So, walk options, you know this of course. So, we're here at the coastal path, which is basically just this side of the boathouse building there, just following the grass edge up by the shore.
After I was shown the map over the island, then I checked out these stupas right here that were placed next to each other. And stupas are basically symbols of Buddha's Dharma, and they serve as a memorial marking the location of an event in the Buddha's life. So it was so beautiful to see that. And then after, I went up here to where the retreat center was, and next to there you will find the garden. So there are several gardens. It's this beautiful garden filled with flowers, and then next to that one there's another garden. So you can see here what it looks like. Just lots and lots and lots of plants and flowers, and they seem to be taking very well care of the garden. There's lots of volunteers then that are kind of responsible for nourishing the garden, cleaning the garden, and just overall just being in contact with nature. I think that's a big part of why you'd want to go to this retreat center too, just being in and around nature and the natural elements. And there were so many cute little signs and messages placed all over the garden. So many of them were just gentle reminders of presence, right? And I just followed along this pathway here. And as you can see, this beautiful sign, I just felt so welcomed. So welcomed here. Beautiful, isn't it? Lots of trees and flowers. I just made sure to stop along the pathway and just adore the flowers, reminding me of the importance to stay present and aware and take in the impressions through the senses of sight and smell. Awareness is growing that we live in a world where all of us and the natural world which sustains us are profoundly and fundamentally connected. Our life is like a vast net connecting us to all other lives on this planet, and each part of this net is linked to all of the rest. When our understanding of interdependence has moved from the head to the heart and into action, our lives become fully effective, satisfying, healthy, harmonious, and meaningful. With our thoughts, we make the world. After visiting the garden, I went to this cute restroom right here before my walk. Now walking on the island of the Holy Isle after having been in the garden, and it's so serene here. The energy is truly unique. You can only help but breathe. It's so calm. I think it's also because people come here with the intention of calm, of serenity, and that affects the overall energy when everyone has that intention. I would totally say that my intention was serenity, to be in that energy of serenity, as well as to unite with that, because I myself had gone through such a rebirth coming here and a lot of shedding, releasing, and letting go. And so being in this energy was something that I was looking very much forward to and truly enjoyed. There's also the possibility of kayaking around here, or across from the Arran Island, or the Isle of Arran, over to this Holy Isle. It looks like a beautiful experience to also be seeing the island from the ocean. But for now, I am enjoying the walk on the island with my white Nikes that probably will not be white for too long. On this pole it says, "Peace prevail on earth." And I think that it's leading up to something that I'm gonna go and check out, because there's a little path here someplace, somewhere. Where is it? Where's the path? I think here it is. So I just tried to get up there, but it was totally impossible because of all of the greenery. So I'm just gonna keep on going. There's a sign. That's beautiful art. I believe that there will be several of these art pieces from here onwards all the way down the island. Wow, this is beautiful. I was kind of drawn to the eyes on the feet. Interesting. And there's an eye on the third eye as well. But I've never seen eyes on the feet before. Maybe that's to symbolize that we can ground ourselves and see clearly when we're grounded. Wow. I love the blue. It's like water. Very healing. Okay, whoa, this one is spectacular. Very divine masculine, hey? That eyesight. So strong. That gaze. That's also very serene. And here we have an older man. Wise man. Sitting there under the cliff with a mudra. See, there's a wild horse. One of the main reasons I wanted to come here was just because of that. But they're wild though. They do find themselves familiar with people, but they are wild, so I'm not gonna move too close either. And there's sheep here. This view. So peaceful. You know when it's so peaceful that you don't even feel like talking? And there's a lighthouse down there, but the area is blocked off or boundaried because of a Tibetan retreat, I believe, for women. Which I can totally see why people want to go there and stay there for a retreat. This is definitely a retreat place. Where is he? The first horse just got a friend and they're standing there hugging each other right now. They're a whole group now. Hi. When I got to where the lighthouse is, I spotted one horse and now there are three, and they've approached me slowly but surely this hour that I've been sitting here. So now that there are three. 1, 2, 3. They're so beautiful, all white. And I kid you not, I had a dream about white horses. So it doesn't surprise me that these visions have come to life, manifested. So no way down to the lighthouse here. I love that they state, please respect the boundaries. I've never heard it like that before, put like that before. But I really think that that is a great metaphor for life regarding all sorts of boundaries, right? These are fences, but everyone can have that, set that for themselves. Clear boundaries, bloom boundaries, so that those within those boundaries, those attending the Tibetan retreat can flourish. And thus we can do the same when we set our boundaries and enforce them. I just got to this little cave where I think there's holy water in here, they said. Can you hear the water? I have no clue where it is though. Like you gotta go through here, I think. But there's water coming down. Huh. Wow. There's water coming down from above. Wow, okay, got it. Beautiful. Here we are, here's the water. Holy water it's meant to be, which I totally believe. You get to infiltrate the water with blessings and then tap it onto you. Send yourself some good energy. I hope you enjoyed this vlog from the Holy Isle just as much as I did. Make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and then also feel free to join the Bloom Beyond tribe where we can connect further and I can, you know, help you and be your guide and light worker and coach as you bloom beyond perfectionism in your life and business. And you know, I continue to share in there all the different things that I do, all the different trips that I go on, all the different places I go to, because I have created freedom for myself, a mental freedom, spiritual freedom, and freedom to be wherever I want as well, where I get to express myself freely. And this is what I want for you too. So you can go to bloombeyond.com/apply to apply to join the Bloom Beyond tribe, or just hit the little link in the description. Until next time, stay bright, brave, and balanced. Beaming you so much light. Allow yourself to receive it.